Hey, it's June, but not just any day in June. It's the 16th. And you know what that means, Jim Valley. Happy birthday! And it's time to send in the clowns. Are you excited, Jim? I knew you would be. I got you a very special cake. Everything's coming up aces for you. And to protect it, I put some velvet roping around it. And I've hired this man. What could go wrong now? Now, truthfully, Jim Valley, one of the very best wrestling announcers I've ever worked with. But not only a great wrestling announcer, he was a great interviewer. Let's take a look at some of those great interviews Jim Valley did.
Fans, wrestling history is going to be made here tonight. It's Jim Valley. Tonight, for the first time ever in the vast history of Portland wrestling, we will be crowning a light heavyweight champion. You saw...
Hey, you have to get this right. It's the British Commonwealth 15 stone or below Royal Championship. It will be my title. You're crowning me the champion. Get it right, sir.
Either way, let's not get into semantics. Tonight, El Hijo de Chupacabra for the title will be taking on the man to my right, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
Well, first off, let me say, just like England in the World Cup, I will be victorious and take the title that I came here for back home to the motherland. And if you're wondering, my opponent in the first round, Mr. Hayashi here, he realized he's a talented kid. He had some very nice kicks, you have the deadly crane attack, right? Yes, that was a good maneuver, but he wasn't good enough to beat me. So I've taken him under my wing, under my tutelage, and now he will become a better wrestler, and maybe one day he'll be as good as Timothy Thatcher. And let's go on to tonight. El Hijo de Chupacabra. So I said, last time, to qualify to face me, you had a tremendous contest against Virgil Flynn. I enjoyed it thoroughly, but one thing, once you get in the ring with me, you can't do all the flips, you can't do the flies, because I'm going to break your arm, and I might break your leg. And that's how it's going to be. And I'm taking home my title.
History will be made here tonight, fans. The light heavyweight title, Chupi versus Timothy Thatcher.
You call that bloody tea? Where did you get this? Out of a bloody vending machine? Americans are horde scum. God save the Queen.
Let's go back to the ring. Ken Stillwell, take it away. We have just witnessed one of the most bizarre things ever here in Portland wrestling. Fans, it's Jim Valley back with Sideshow and Brian Zane. Sideshow, the masochist that he is, wanted Brian Zane, well, as you say, to kick your ass. He couldn't quite get the job done, and he ended up knocking the kid out.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Jim, let me tell you something. When it comes to this business, you got to really show the cajones, you know what I mean? And that's something you kind of lack, bro. You know what I mean? You couldn't really give what I needed, you know. When you're dancing with Mr. Brownstone, you know, you gotta do a little, start out with a little, but a little gets more and more, right? And I need a little bit more and more. And, well, you couldn't really do it, but I feel sorry for you. I know you're, like, just coming into the business, breaking the teeth, or cutting the teeth, really, you know. And I figure, you know, what the heck, I put you over once, it'd be okay, you know. I understand. You tried. Couldn't get the job done. It's okay.
Wait, now hang on. Yeah. Listen. Yeah. Listen, you let me win. You let me beat you? Listen. I may be a rookie and I may have the inexperience, but I don't need your charity.
Wait, can you say that again?
I don't need
charity. Charity. You know, that wasn't any. Hold on to this for a second.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll hold. Yeah, sure, no problem.
Oh! I'm gonna show you charity, you punk ass. Right here. No. That's your stinking charity. That's called a hurt locker, you monkey punk ass. Charity, dude. Serious.
Fans, stick around. Portland Wrestling will be right back. He just gets crazier and crazier.
Week had control of that heavyweight championship.
Well, first off,
I want to send out my deepest sympathies to the referee. I know it was a bad call, but what has happened to that young man's children is simply a travesty. As we can see here on the milk carton, his little kids are on here. And
Those are Albert McClure's kids.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm talking about. I found this in the store. We were out doing some grocery shopping, buying my vitamins and some beer, if I must say so. And we seen this in the milk carton section there, and it just brought a tear to my eye. So I wanted to come out here. If anybody knows anything about the two little kids right here, please call the station. Call the company that makes the milk, call Dairy Mart, call whoever you do, and please give us some info. But what I really want to talk about is how Vinny Massaro lost the heavyweight title. It was simply a travesty on how he lost it. If we can roll the film, we'll watch it. He kicks out. It is so plain as day. I mean, Vinny's not the kind of guy to lose to a crossbody. Okay, Vinny is much tougher than that. He would never lose to some piece of crap move like that.
I saw with my eyes. 1, 2, kick out.
Kicked out. The ref just fast countered him.
Well, where is Vinny right now?
Vinny got a little tied up. He had to go. He got a little upset. He had to get out of the country because he was so distraught at the bad call the ref made. So he went back to watch the World Cup, and he got so tied up in the partying of Italy winning the World Cup, he seemed to wind up drunk in a few places where he shouldn't have been. His pants were down a couple times, but I don't want to get into that.
Well, he was supposed to have a rematch next week with Adam Thornstowe. How can he have a rematch if he's in Italy?
Well, I haven't talked to Vinny about the rematch yet. Like I said, he's a little hungover. He's a little upset. So I'm deciding, I'm making the call because I make the best calls in the business. I'm going to take Vinny's title shot. I'm going to have somebody sign the contract for me, and I'll put an X by it.
Last time you made that decision, Vinny got a little mad.
Well, don't worry. I'll take care of it, big man. You just stand there.
All right.
I can make the call. I can speak for Uncle Sal. I can speak for Vinny. I can speak for Luster the Legend. And I'll take Vinny's spot, and I'll wrestle Adam for the heavyweight title.
So next week, Big Ugly challenges Adam Thornstowe for the heavyweight title.
We're going to win the heavyweight title.
Also next week, Caden Matthews returns to Portland Wrestling, and he's got a tall order in your face, Luster.
Well, Caden Matthews, first of all, you got really lucky when you beat this man last time. You think you're going to be as lucky with me? You got to be out of your mind. It's going to take more than a schoolboy to pin me. All right? So you better be ready, because if I get the legend shifter on you, you're not going to get free, Daddy. That's all I know.
Next week, fans, the heavyweight title on the line, and Caden Matthews against Luster the Legend. Throw it now to DJ Riz. Portland Wrestling. If you took a survey of every active wrestler in every locker room across the country and asked them who the best wrestlers in the world are, the wrestlers they respect the most, I guarantee you my next guest would be on every wrestler's list. He has done it all in this business, from his outstanding feud with Sean Waltman that put wrestling on ESPN on the map to the best matches of Rob Van Dam's career. Jerry Lynn has done it all in this business. He's been the WWE Light Heavyweight Champion. He's been the ECW Heavyweight Champion. He's been the TNA X Division Champion. Jerry Lynn, I want to welcome you to Portland Wrestling.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It's good to be here.
So, what are you doing here in Portland Wrestling?
Well, I guess when I got into the business, I always wanted to make my mark in the industry. I never was a big baseball fan, but when I saw the Cubs at Wrigley Field and Harry Carey sang in the 7th inning stretch, it was a part of Americana. It was nostalgia. It was just a certain feeling about it. Same thing when I got to wrestle at the Sportatorium in Dallas, and when I was growing up watching wrestling and saw Billy Jack Haynes here in Portland Wrestling, and whenever I get the opportunity and get the chance, I want to be a part of it. I want to feel that feeling of Americana and nostalgia.
You're going to be a very big part of it here in 2 weeks. You've got a shot, the #1 contender match between you and a former champion. He can fly like probably everybody you've been in the ring with. I'm talking about El Hijo de Chupacabra.
Well, I know since I've got this #1 contender match, I haven't made a lot of friends in the locker room, and I know some of the wrestlers probably think they should be there before me. But I'm not here to pussyfoot around. I'm here to shake things up. I'm here to get people on their toes. Woo! Did you see that? That just happened. Shake and bake. Yeah, shake and bake.
Thanks, Frank. Jim Valley back here with the light heavyweight champion, Virgil Flynn. Virgil, you have climbed to the top of the mountain here in Portland Wrestling.
Yes, I have. It's a great climb. It's good to be on top, man. It's really good.
You're the champ, baby.
I'm there.
You've had some awesome matches, too, with El Hijo de Chupacabra, all of the contenders for that light heavyweight title. But next week, probably the biggest challenge in your career, one of the biggest matches ever in the history of Portland wrestling, as you've got to put that title up on the line against Jerry Lynn.
Jerry, you know what, man? It's amazing to watch history take place here in the Northwest. For watching Chupi take the title for the first time and me be the second, then watching Jerry Lynn come in and just come through and lay down something that was like none other, and then for him to step up to the plate and interrupt my interview. That's awesome of you. Very respectful, sir.
I just wanted to say I have never taken anyone lightly in this business, and I'm not taking you lightly. Most of my career, I've been the small guy in the business, and obviously we have a size difference here. And because you have that belt, it tells me something about your heart and your desire and your determination. And I just want you to know, it's not going to be easy going in that match. May the best man win.
The best man will, man. That's for certain.
There it is, fans. Next week, the light heavyweight championship is on the line. Virgil Flynn takes on the #1 contender, Jerry Lynn. Fans, Jim Valley back here on Portland Wrestling. In the world of wrestling, in the history of wrestling, feuds start for a lot of reasons. Over championships, over bad blood, over women. This may be the first feud that started by a misunderstanding, Mustafa. Dustin Snyder had been back in Philadelphia. He had been at what used to be called the ECW Arena. I don't know that he was trying to dish you or say you're not hardcore.
A misunderstanding. I'm going to tell you what the misunderstanding was. Portland Championship Wrestling put Dustin Snyder in the ring with Mr. Mustafa, Mr. Hardcore. You know what really goes down is like this. When you put somebody in the ring with me, you know what's going to happen. See, because I see what I'm trying to tell you is this. The people in Portland, you live a miserable existence called life here. The Portland Trailblazers, they can't get a winning team. You know what? They brought Mr. Mustafa here because he's a real man. You know what's going to happen? Next time you put this Dustin Snyder in the ring with me again, claiming that he's ECW, which he was never in the top 10, never a champion, hardcore champion, never was one of the world tag team champions. So you know what I'm saying? This is what's going to happen. Put anybody in the ring with me to be hurt or get hurt. That's going to be the question for you.
Those questions are going to be answered next, fans. Mustafa against Dustin Snyder. It's next on Portland Wrestling.
You know.
History is 1 week away, fans. The first ever Portland Wrestling pay-per-view here on Comcast. One of the biggest matches announced, a Philly street fight, is 7 days away. Billy Two Eagles taking on Mr. Mustafa. I think you're ready.
I'm more than ready, Jim Valley. Let me tell you one thing. It's a pleasure to beat Mustafa right in my home court right here, Valley. Mustafa, you are not going to live on a plane. You will not live on a bus, brother. You're going to go back to Philadelphia in a pine box, my friend. Because let me tell you something. You are nothing, Mustafa, and I will beat your butt, man. Because I know the people, the great spirits in the skies will be with me that night, man. Because there's no telling what I might do out there, my friend. Anything counts, right? So you make the bad choice, brother. But like I said before, Valley, they always, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, he's going to have to sign at the bottom line. Because what goes around will come around, man.
Anytime we expect the unexpected for Billy Two Eagles, I can't imagine what he's going to do on pay-per-view when he faces Mustafa in that Philadelphia street fight, December 1st on Total Chaos. Stand by, fans. More Portland Wrestling action coming up next. The most exciting and popular wrestlers here in Portland Wrestling, and he's coming to pay-per-view December 1st. A Total Chaos. El Hijo de Chupacabra is going to be taking on Rick Luxury.
Rick Luxury, the luxurious one. More like the losing one that's going to happen December 1st when it's Rick Luxury versus El Hijo de Chupacabra, where I'm going to be going on to take on Virgil Flynn for his light heavyweight title that will be rightfully around my waist one more time. Now, if Rick Luxury thinks he can come and beat me at Total Chaos, he's got another thing coming. Because
what the?
Right here.
Wait a second, it's the High Rollers. Rick Luxury's here.
El Hijo de Chupacabra, do you seriously think that you have what it takes to get past me on the debut pay-per-view for Portland Wrestling? Do you think you have what it takes? Is Lady Luck on your side when you roll those dice? Look at me with those beady little red eyes, boy. Do you think you have what it takes? Do you think you have what it takes to step in the ring with me and get the 1, 2, 3? I don't think so, boy. Because you know what? You're an immigrant. You should be deported. And I've already talked to the IRS. You've been holding back on your bills. And guess what? December 1st, Portland Wrestling, Total Chaos, you're going to pay the luxury tax. Like it or not. And just to give you a little bit of incentive to make you feel a little bit more safe, these two boys will stay in the back so I can beat you fair and square, Blackjack.
Big words from Rick Luxury to El Hijo de Chupacabra. Are you ready?
Remember what happened last time, Mr. Luxury? You got the 1, 2, 3 with your shoulders pinned to the ground, my hand raised, and went on to be the first ever light heavyweight champion. What have you done in this? Nothing. You picked up two little schoolboys here who are just...
Let me tell you something. You see a boy, you better take him home and make him a man.
You got to go home again.
Let's talk for a second about Laramie Lexo and Wage Reichten. Is there tag team gold in their future?
I told the board of directors, I'll say it again. These boys are the next Portland Wrestling Tag Team Champions. It doesn't matter if it's the AOD. It doesn't matter if it's the Cartel. It doesn't matter if it's Buzz and Sideshow. Whoever wants to step in the ring with these boys, they're gonna mow them down like the grass that El de Chupacabra mows at my house, and they're gonna get their shot one day. And when that day comes, you'll be looking at not only the next Portland Wrestling Light Heavyweight Champion, but the next Portland Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Portland Wrestling, all you fans, roll the dice.
Fans, it all happens and shakes out December 1st. Total Chaos on pay-per-view. Rick Luxury and El Hijo de Chupacabra, plus the tag team belts on the line. The AOD against the Cartel in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. It was one of the happenings at the December 1st pay-per-view Total Chaos from Portland Wrestling, which you can still buy on pay-per-view. Fans, you can see how Timothy Thatcher became the brand new light heavyweight champion here in Portland Wrestling.
I don't know how many bloody times I have to tell you. It is the British Commonwealth. Right there's the Union Jack, mate. The British Commonwealth 15 stone or below Royal Championship. And you don't understand how happy I am when you work so hard to finally grasp something that you've worked for the entire time. And you've worked hard and... Wait, of course you wouldn't know that. None of you mongoloids here in Portland ever reach any or anything along that sort. So this is one of my proudest moments. I beat Virgil Finn cleanly, proving I'm the greatest technical wrestler and the greatest technical wrestling match you'll ever see on pay-per-view. And now tonight, I have Dustin Snyder. Dustin Snyder, an amateur style wrestler. Good, he likes to roll around a bit. I come from the Europe. I am a British style wrestler, a man where technical wrestling was invented. The greatest, as you saw, the wonderful rules that it is. And tonight, I'm going to be victorious once again.
There it is, fans. Timothy Thatcher with some big work for Dustin Snyder. What are you going to do with that belt now?
You know what? Actually, Hayashi, I have something for you to do this evening. Since you can't seem to beat anyone in the bloody ring, I'm going to show you how it's done, and you get to clean my title. Make sure it looks very nice, shine it very good. I want to see my gorgeous smile in it. So that's your job for this evening, and what are you bloody doing? Use your own bloody coat.
Strong words from Timothy Thatcher. Let's head down to the ring with Ken Stillwell. Back here on Portland Wrestling with Rick Luxury, Lexo, and Wage Reichten, better known as the High Rollers. Next week, you guys are in tag team action.
Yeah, we're going to take on any comer that decides they want to sign the contract and get in the ring with us. I don't think there's a tag team in Portland Wrestling that can handle us. Oregon's Powerhouse, Rosemary's Gold, led by the money man himself, Rick Luxury. That's right.
That's all it takes. We're not afraid of any tag team here in Portland Wrestling. We've had the gold before. We're taking it back. That's all there is to it. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
And tonight, Rick Luxury, you have singles competition.
Yeah, his name's Hayashi. You know, I think that guy delivered tea to my house one day. Hirsch? No, I think it's But anyway, you know what? He's just a stepping stool. He's just going to be one step higher on that rung for me to be able to tell you, Timothy Thatcher, that light heavyweight title, or whatever you call it, the British common weight, I hold it in my bed when I'm naked at night, title, coming home where it belongs. See, I've been at the Palms. I've been partying with Paris, and they changed Hugh Hefner's room from Hefner's suite to the luxury suite. I have that nice mantle up there where that title will be setting soon. You better believe it, because tonight and whenever I get my shot, your boy's luck just crapped out.
Big words from the High Rollers fans. Let's head to the ring and kick well. It was one of the most hardcore matches ever in the history of Portland wrestling at Total Chaos, the pay-per-view, the Philadelphia Street Fight. Billy, you gave it your all. Unfortunately, you came up just a little bit short.
Well, Mr. Valley, I do want to apologize. No, I don't want to apologize to nobody, man. I did a bad mistake. You know, Mustafa, I did sign that dotted line. I met you in that street fight, bro. Hey, let me tell you something, Mustafa. Like I said, you have to sign in the dotted line, man. Now I want for you to look at me and look at me straight in my face, my friend. Now it's my turn. I want my type of match, and this is right here, the Indian strap match, man. And I'm going to go to the board of directors, and I'm going to tell them that I specifically want for you to put that strap around your wrist and about my wrist. And Mustafa, if you beat me in my own game, I'll promise Jim Valley that I will never step foot in that ring ever again, because this is my match. This is my deal, and I have been the best in this one. Terry Funk, I beat Playboy Buddy Rose. I beat anybody out there, beat the grappler. At this right here, man, this is what it's all about, my friend. The great Wahoo McDaniels, he's right there in the spirits, and he'll come down where I'm at right now, my friend. And in my soul, he's going to guide me. He'll let me beat the living of you, Mustafa. And let me tell you something, man. This is, all you got to do is just sign on the dotted line. Let's see how much of a man he truly is.
Billy Two Eagles looking for revenge against Mr. Mustafa. Will Mustafa sign on the dotted line and face you in your match, the Indian strap match? Keep tuning in to Portland Wrestling fans to find out. We'll be back with more action right after this. Fans, Jim Valley back here on Portland Wrestling with Mustafa. Hot off that victory at pay-per-view, the Philadelphia Street Fight. You did the impossible. You beat Billy Two Eagles.
Billy Two Eagles, I did not just tell you something. When you step in the ring with Mr. Mustafa, matter of fact, you might as well go just drop a dime, because you went back to the reservations where they broke at, not the ones where they're making real money. You know what I'm saying? We sent you back where you came from. Billy Two Eagles, let me tell you something. It's not going down again, because you know why? You didn't get the job done. And when you try to mess with Mr. Mustafa again, trying to get another match, well, I guess I'll just say no.
But to be fair, Mustafa, it was a Philly street fight. That was your match.
Oh, you interrupting me.
Hey, man, I'm just saying Billy Two Eagles wants a strap match.
Will
you give Billy Two Eagles a strap match?
First of all, you look like you need to get a DDT. But let me tell you something. That's your remedy. That's what you need. But let me tell you something, Billy Two Eagles. It is not going down no more. You talking about you want a rematch and you're crying in your milk or whatever you drinking. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. When I finish with you, this next time, if it ever goes down, but which is not, let me tell you something, Valley.
Why won't you give him a match? I mean, could the great Mustafa, the extreme Mustafa, be afraid?
Did he say afraid? Did this guy say, let me tell you something, brother.
Hey, man, I don't want any trouble. I'm just asking the question, man.
Mr. Mustafa is not worried about nobody, no man, just like yourself. Here, hold this dime. Because that's all you do is drop dimes on a lot of people. I heard about you, Valley.
There it is, fans.
Bye-bye, Billy Two.
You heard it from Mustafa. No rematch for Billy Two Eagles. No Indian strap match. But I think the board of directors might have something to say about it.
Forget the board of directors.
Wrestling fans, here it is. The very first ever Portland Wrestling pay-per-view. It is Total Chaos on Comcast. I am joined by Jim Valley. Jim, what an evening we have planned.
We have have got a stacked card from top to bottom tonight. A Philly street fight between Mustafa and Billy Two Eagles tonight in this ring and probably all over the building.
We have an I Quit cage match. Jeremy Blanchard, Bubba Blanchard. It is not just a pinfall. One brother must say I quit to lose that match. It is going to be insane. We have a Marquis of Queensberry, Timothy Thatcher versus Virgil Flynn for the light heavyweight championship. 2 out of 3 falls. Fair fight, Jim.
And also we're talking the most awesome letters in wrestling today. TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs. Tag team titles on the line. The Cartel against the AOD.
Unbelievable action. And yet, Jim, there's even more. Listen to the fans chant TLC. There is even more. It is for the very first time in Portland wrestling history. For the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship, it is Dr. Luther against Luster the Legend of the Cartel in a no-rope, barbed wire death match.
All these ropes are coming down, and they are going to be replaced with barbed wire. You are going to get your money's worth here tonight at Portland Wrestling Total Chaos.
Absolutely, and at this time, I'd like to bring in the man who has made all this possible. He is the president of Portland Wrestling, the board of directors, Mr. Don Koss. Don, what a great turnout we have here tonight, and all the fans watching at home on pay-per-view. Don, this is truly a historic night.
This is history in the making, gentlemen. And I tell you, I think back on the years that we've been at Portland Wrestling, the old Portland Wrestling, and now we've got the new. But we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the past.
Absolutely.
If it weren't for people like Don Owen and his family 80 years ago started Portland Wrestling. And today, look at this, a pay-per-view. This is definitely history in the making, and you guys have already laid it out. It's going to be more than exciting.
Absolutely. It is from top to bottom the most exciting, the most dramatic, the most dangerous matches ever in the history of Portland Wrestling. You are going to see from top to bottom action never before seen. Don, there's been Maine versus Bourne at the Coliseum. There's been Don Owens extravaganzas, but there has never been Total Chaos pay-per-view.
Never. Pay-per-view. This is it, baby. It's not going to get any bigger or better than this.
Don, is there anything left to say?
Ring the bell.